Hello and welcome to Mobile Friday. Today's game is Neodori Forever. So let's see what happens when you start it for the first time. Horizontal. Okay. How old am I? Alright, here comes the reveal. Ta-da! Oh, interesting. It's kind of PlayStation 1 style graphics. If you look at this, it's kind of like the Ridge Racer. I like that there's like a demo in the background. So this is full screen on my iPhone. So the Infinity Island, the dynamic island is on my left. So on the left on your video. So yes, it is obscuring a little bit of the background. This is an iPhone 14 Pro as well. So let's touch. Oh, we're straight in. I can hit the settings. What have we got? Auto drift, post processing, UI scaling. Whoa, that's cool. Because if I do that, the Union Jack, the flag, is right at the very top of. It's right at the very top of the dynamic island. It's a little difficult to see because the cogs are black. Because dynamic island's black, and the character. There's a bit of gap between the character and the dynamic island. So I'll probably leave it like that for now. It kind of feels not pretty good. But it's nice that we've got some interesting options here. I haven't seen UI scaling before. I guess that's one way to get around the different, like the resolution of the iPad Mini, for example, is different to the resolution of the iPhone Pro 14, which is different to the iPad Pro Max. You know, it means that they can let the user choose the UI scale. For me, like I have an iPad Mini, and Pokemon Go is trash on it, but Pokemon Go on my phone is much better. All because the UI is just too big on the iPad. But here, I like this. I have not seen this option before. So, what choices do we have? Okay, so the arrow on the left is a little obscured by the dynamic island. It's nice to have UI scaling, but maybe it says dynamic island tick box could have been used to adjust, you know? So I guess we just hit the play button. Okay, these are locked. Engage in an epic adventure through the world. So, play button? What's also a little strange is the iPhone screen has got rounded corners. So I've got this coming out to a TV so I can keep a check of what's happening. The crown on the top right, I can't really see. I can only see like the top of the peak on the left and the bottom right. The rest of the crown's cut off. The text at the bottom I can just see. Through the T is just visible. So whilst it's nice having a UI scale, I kind of need a toggle for dynamic island and what phone you have basically to help scale it a little bit better. Because at the moment I gotta hit the back button to get to settings. There's nothing I can do here. So let's keep going. See what happens. Again, like I got 0 out of 3, but on the TV I can see it says 33. That's just how it's gone. Go. Steer, left, right, and double to drift. Not too complicated. And the boost in the middle. With the Pro 14, I can get to the middle whilst holding from the side. The phone isn't too big for that. Pro Max, maybe that might be a little bit too big, but I don't have one of those to judge. So let's go. Well, that's a little bit of vibration. Whoa! Okay, don't hold it. Oh. It's either drift or not drift. Okay, this is weird. It's very, very bright and very colourful. I kind of really like this. Again, kind of got the Ridge Racer vibes. More like Ridge Racer 1 and 2 than, say, 4. 4 has a different art style on PS1. Maybe you can say like Sega Rally, Daytona Rally, but ooh, explosion. Yeah, it's ooh. Fuel. What the? Where's the fuel? Oh. The auto drift is a little weird. I might turn that off in the next chance. Pause menu. What have we got here? We've got music player. Okay, you can interact with it. 10 tracks. Kind of like a cassette Walkman style. But no like settings options here. No control options here. So if we have to go back again, settings. So I'm going to turn the auto drift off, see if that helps. Okay, what you might have just, well, probably hopefully cut out is that second icon down I didn't recognize as Discord. So what that did was that opened the Discord app, and I haven't set that up yet on this phone. I'm not saying QT Gamers is going to have a Discord moment or live stream, but yeah, I've got it on my phone. So we're on Odyssey still. Wait, gotta go the other way? Okay. So let's try this. Got a double tap to drift. Hopefully that'll give me a bit more control. Oh wow. That is really weird. The steering is really heavy. It's like no fine controls. Like I can't. Like I just gently tapped it and it shot me left. Okay, this is gonna take some while. I'm getting used to. It's a bit brave with this game with such a unique control system to not have a tutorial, not have a way to have a warm up. It wants me to get fuel. You see top middle, we can see basically we can huh. I'm gonna turn drift back on. I gotta go all the way back through these menus to get to this screen. Wait, auto drift is now on, apparently. Okay, let's try that again. Thankfully, loading's not too bad. Why isn't it drifting? You all saw the auto drift was toggled on. Yeah, I'm having to manually do this. Okay, so something's a little bit broken there with the game. You can see it's not exactly 1.0 on the front screen. We saw there was been a few updates to this game. Such a weird control scheme. In a way, kind of almost feels like drift on. It's kind of what you have to have. Oh, look at that drift. Can we make it? Whew. It was close. I'm not going to hit that play button in the middle. I imagine there's going to be an advert. Wait, are we doing the same race again? Okay, I'm wondering if you need to hold down to get a little bit more steering control instead of just tapping. I didn't tell us to do that. Oops, sorry, man. Sorry. Don't get me wrong, it's got style and the music. The presentation is really good. But have they forgotten some of the basics? Like, who is this game for? Game over. Let's go. So let's try to get that drift again. Off, on, back. See, I can't touch the dot. I can't touch it. I have to physically use the left and right arrows, which feels a bit pointless on a touchscreen to be that limiting. Oh, I got boost in the middle. Keep forgetting about the boost. Wait, outskirts 1. We've got to start all the way back from the beginning. Whoa! I press in the middle, but it's not turning it off. How do you turn it off? Double tap? Nope, we just use it all. Oh man. Spotted? Now what's happening? Oh no, it's the fuzz. What killed us? This is tough. This feels like unnecessarily difficult for the first race. Oh, do you see that? I'm guessing the turbo used more fuel? I'm not entirely sure why we seem to run out of fuel so quickly. I'm still hitting double tap. Like I'm pressing the right and it's not drifting. So perhaps this option's still not turned on? Yeah, looks like there's a bug in this game about that. I'm starting to wonder if like fuel was kind of health in this game. Okay, I'm pausing that there because, well, I'll cut it out of the video, but an advert just played. It's for the new Gallagher game, a game I'm thinking about trying, but it didn't have my permission. So if you're playing this outside of Wi-Fi, if you're doing this on a mobile network, this game just assumed you'll be fine watching an advert. I'm not too happy about that. Adverts are videos, that's data. You know, if you're a bit stingy on data, maybe. And there's been no warnings throughout any of this that there were adverts that you were forced to watch. There were optional adverts to get double money, but that was the first time that I was forced to watch an advert in this game, so definitely not impressed with that at all. I'm not saying that it's wrong to have adverts, go for it. What I'm saying is, just a heads up. If they can't think of a way to do it in the style of this game, then You know, perhaps... Oh, I don't know. Ah, yes. Hitting cars is fuel. Okay, I'm getting the hang of that now. Especially, it's such a... In this game where you got this presentation of this PS1 style game, and you've got the music harking back to maybe even the 80s, to then have to be so taken out of that world so abruptly by a random advert. It's like, oof. I did not appreciate that whatsoever. Of course, you know, I was lucky I got Gallagher. Oh, that's a lot of flashes. And I just had to cut the video there again because another advert just came up. Again, not loving these immersion breaking adverts. It feels very poorly implemented. And at that time it was not Gallagher. That time it was, how shall I put it, a hostess management game for the Asian market. Yes, I mean, that type of advert I've seen quite a lot here that you probably would not see in, say, my native England. I'm really missing those fuels. At least I feel like I'm getting better grasp of the handling in this game. Still a little surprising that they kind of just throw you in the deep end. Ooh, I don't want to hit anything. Oof. And there was another video. So I'm starting to guess that somehow there's a live system and we've expended all the lives. So now to continue we have to watch a video. And that is even more bad because there was no warning about it. There's no heads up, there's no obvious like timer counting down to when the hearts come back, you know, it's... Oh, and these adverts all have different aspect ratios and they all look and are done in such a different way. I think I just smacked the police car there. I'll give me some petrol. There we go. Only hope that's enough to finally finish the stage. And yes, I'm still having to double tap manually myself for the drift. So it's taking a little bit of time to get used to that mechanic. But hey, that next level, finally done it. And there was another advert. So it's not just when you die, it is whenever you do anything in this game by the looks of it. Which instantly makes me not want to recommend this for anyone on a mobile network. Because boy is that going to eat up your it's going to eat up your data watching so many videos. If you got like a 40-minute, an hour commute, you could be watching 6, 7, 8 and 9 of these videos. That adds up. Oh, I can't believe I missed that fuel. No! Then it decides to be heavy-handed about it. Okay, I'm going to hit home. Is that going to give us a video? Alright, so in these videos, about halfway through, we kind of turn on the Bluetooth controller and see what that's like. A lot of the Apple Arcade games, all the Apple Arcade games had controller support, but outside of that, it's very hit and miss. In the App Store, it will tell you if it has controller support. However, I downloaded this game months ago, so I don't remember. And there's no icons or symbols on the front screen to tell me yes or no. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to put the phone down. And I'm going to turn on, it's a blue Xbox Series controller. The blue and white one. Now some games will automatically put button icons on the screen. This one hasn't. So let's do D-pad, left one. Okay. And you can see, top left, we got a B button to send us back. So I'm guessing A is confirmed then. Aha! Drift, what button's drift? What? That share button, that middle one? Oh, I don't know, that's a... Well, at least we've got options. It's a D-pad, I think. So, bombs drift. Why is that? Is that D-pad or is that A button? A, I'm going to guess A, that's A. And X is boost. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Okay, so you can... On the analog stick, you can double, and that will turn the drift on. Okay, I appreciate that. Drift, come on. Kind of doing it for the analog stick rather than button. Yeah, let's try boosting. X. Yep, X is boost. Goodbye truck. Hello health. No one's even told us what these coins do that we're collecting. Is that Mario Kart style where we go faster with more coins? Who knows? This game, unfortunately, like I said earlier, has decided to pick style and presentation over the user experience. And with no tutorial level, no training, it's just throwing us in there. It's taken a long time to get used to this. Huh. So, advert was playing, and I just wanted to see if the, well, basically I want to see if the controller would turn the advert off, and it didn't. I could hear my phone vibrating. I thought this was happening, that the game had decided to start playing without me, which is really bad. Because now we're going to probably fail this, and the game is going to want to feed us an advert now, and I have to not touch anything on the controller. Yeah, so if you have a controller, do not touch anything when there's an advert. Which also means I have to go down to the phone and press the screen, which kind of feels a bit pointless if I'm using a controller. Yeah, so this game I was hoping maybe for some fun retro times. I really enjoyed Ridge Racer. I've got most of them across PlayStation and PSP, PSV, PS3, PS4, and then yeah. I hit B that time and it didn't force me into an advert. At least I managed to pick up quite a bit of health this time, so I'm hoping. Look at that drift. Ah, these cars. It's like a point along the horizon where they stop becoming dots and become an immediate threat. That feels like they become a threat much quicker than I can deal with it. Wow, that advert. I hit the X button and it took me straight to the App Store. It's one of those adverts, which obviously means that they're using something like Unity adverts, and it feels like it's making the user experience, making what I feel about playing the game worse. And of course, they're adverts. I'm not going to put the adverts in this video because I'm not getting paid to do that. This isn't a sponsored video by the company that puts all these ads up. But so far I've had a few games that I've been getting adverts for a lot recently. One of them I have downloaded, but I don't think I'll do a video on it because I think in one of the adverts there's a lot of blood in it. So I don't think that would be quite suitable for YouTube for perhaps in the future getting ad money on it. Still, at least there hasn't been an advert for a certain house with a grandmother and Pedro Pascal in the advert. Ah, look how close we were to the end. Oh boy. Wow, I was all set, mentally prepared for this to be a nice hour-long video of some cool retro racing fun, arcade style. But now, I am pretty much done with this game. I think when we defeat the next guy, I might just end it because I am thoroughly not enjoying this user experience. It's all well and good looking cool and sounding amazing, but if you're gonna treat me like this game's treating me, like, then what's the point? Why are you hiding the fun, basically, It kind of almost feels like this is the game that would have been on a handheld, like if there was a PSP2 or a new Nintendo handheld. This feels like this was a game you'd pay a little bit of money for, and you would have some real cool arcade fun listening to some cool music. But because it's stuck on an iPhone, and I know how that sound comes across, but because it's stuck on this platform, where to have any hope you have to be a free play or free game. Ah, you're kidding me. What? We lost it all already? What? There was not even like some super cool slow down the camera. Like you cross the line, camera slows, coming out from the left is your rival. Text across the screen. Rival, beat him. And the camera returns to normal speed. It was like, cross the line, hit your rival, oh there's a car in front of you, you lost. It's like, Argh! And I keep hearing A and B mixing them up. So, yeah. Like I said, it feels like this would have been an amazing game on a handheld. Portable handheld. But having to fit to the iPhone and the marketplace there has meant that by them having to add adverts has completely taken me out of this kind of world that they've made. It feels like kind of a little pointless, if I'm honest. All this effort for nothing. Look how fast our car came at us. It takes so long to get out of the drift sometimes, and you don't have as much control as you think over where it is like you start drifting and then your car starts turning or moving in that direction. So it feels like these cars come up quicker than you can deal with them, or deal with them effectively. Again, what are we doing with all these coins? There's no like results screen saying, oh, you have caught this many coins. So I have no idea how many coins we've got at the moment. And then we just randomly blow up. I keep hitting the wrong button. Using the controls, it feels better. But because of the adverts, you can't use the controls because the game will just play without you. It feels like I'm punished for using the controls. And of course the phone's vibrating, you might sometimes be able to hear it. But the controller doesn't vibrate, so again, I'm lacking the immersive experience, even though it feels like I've got a better experience. Whoa. I can't beat this one stage. That last advert was the one that opened the App Store. Also, when the button came to dismiss it, it did not work. So yeah. Yeah, this is definitely... it missed the mark. It really did. I'm really disappointed because I love the colourful visuals. The music's amazing. It hasn't nailed the arcade style. It's like it's gone too hard into the drift. Oh, I don't know. How did that one hit me? I was past it. Did that turn into me? It's like these cars have no AI. They're just perhaps on rails. I feel like this game needs like a burnout, burnout element of takedowns. You know, how many takedowns can you get in the course? There will be fuel, which is the health in this game, which you can use to recharge. These adverts, they're also doing the thing where you press the X and it brings up, oh, did you mean the App Store? But it's not the App Store, it's like the fake App Store that's played in the video. And you go, no, you hit end, and you go to X again, and it says, are you sure? Here's the App Store, or the fake App Store again. I think some of these adverts are not forcing the iOS App Store to actually open and just trying to do it through the video, but you hit X, it's the App Store video, X, it's the App Store video, X, the App Store video, X, and then it closes. And because you're expecting it to be the App Store video again, you're not really, because the race just starts right away. There's no like 3, 2, 1, go. I feel like I would like a little bit or more generosity of the health pickup. Well, that one really got annoying, that advert. You hit X and it opened up iOS App Store. You close that, you hit X again, open up the App Store. And it did it like 3 or 4 times. It's almost as if the X on the screen doesn't match the X. Is it in the wrong place? And the videos of these adverts are not covering the whole screen either, it's like the middle. So again, it feels completely immersion breaking. It's like a 4x3 advert playing on a 16:9 screen. It's ridiculous. I mean, the game could at least put like a film grain or something over it. Ah. See how long that drift was before your car actually started moving in that direction? See, again, we've got police, but at no point up until here, or up until we had them, that the game warned us about it. See, the game should have been a bit more generous there. What got me? Was it the challenge car? I genuinely don't know. Well, with one of these adverts that aren't playing right either. It plays a little bit, and when you get to the screen where you can dismiss it, it's just black with a X button that appears eventually. It's like, what if you... Oh. This game should just say, hey, give us a little bit of money, we'll turn all that off. That should be on the front screen. At least the invincibility that you get when you hit something is useful. I am done. No, no! Ah! I was going to press B. I was done with this game. Done with these adverts. Done with it, how it's treating me. Fine, I guess we get one last try. What are we meant to do with the police? Seems pointless. They don't stop the game. All they seem to do is just drain a little bit of health. Yeah, we're gonna get another one. There we go. Saving the boost when the rival comes. I imagine if we ever get to actually do that race, it feels like it's going to be very unfair. So I feel like I need all the boost, all the help I'm going to get. Come on. See, I'm using boost. It didn't look like he was using boost. It just felt like it was unfair. Look at these that we didn't get to. 1, 2, 3, 4. Couldn't even finish this one. There are 33 races. And we could only finish 2. So, Neodori Drive, or whatever this was called, I can't recommend it. Watch the video, and that's all you need, because the game treats you like trash. It has no tutorial. Adverts just start randomly appearing with no warning. And when you get into races, it's like there's no AI. The controls are wild, and what can I say? I went in with such high hopes, and I'll come out so disappointed, so frustrated with this game. It's like the second week in a row now for this series where the games have been utterly disappointing. But hey, that's what we do here. We play these games, see what happens when you launch them for the first time. I mean, plus great music, plus cool visuals, plus no additional download. But everything else about the game is terrible. It's not worth it. It's better with a controller, but you can't play it with a controller properly because the adverts are not controller. You have to use touchscreen for the adverts. As soon as you touch the controller on an advert, the game just goes. And there's nothing you can do. You have to wait for the advert to get to the X. And you're lucky if the X appears and works. The adverts I've had in this video are wildly different aspect ratios. Wildly different things have happened, and wildly different lengths. It completely breaks the immersion of the game. If it said on the front screen, hey, a couple of quid and you get no adverts, then I could possibly recommend giving this game a go. As I said in the video, this feels like it would have been perfect on a portable handheld. But on the App Store, it feels like trying to fit in on the App Store has completely broken it, ruined it, you know? It's really sad. Well, that's Mobile Friday this week. So, come back next week for a new game. Or maybe check out some of the other videos and playlists on the sites. We also have YouTube Shorts as well. As we're a small YouTube channel, we get no ad revenue. I've set up a Ko-fi account, so if you feel like donating any money or subscribing to some of the membership tiers, hey, that will really help the site out, but no pressure. So, wherever or whenever I see you again, please take care.